Hello guys and welcome back to a new video. Tonight we are driving the brand new Tesla Model Y Juniper 2025. This is my favorite car, basically my favorite SUV. I have it for 2 days now and I really enjoy the car. Tonight in this video it's all about driving in the nighttime, enjoying the ambient light. Also we will talk a little bit about the headlamps, which have been improved from the previous version. We will talk about this beautiful LED tail light. This is the first in the world. It's kind of a light projection on this panel right here, so you can see the tail lights. It's completely made from indirect light. What that's supposed to mean? That's supposed to mean you have an LED light down here which project the light right here on this panel, and when you are in the back and you look from the distance, you see this beautiful reflection like a dimmed light, and you can see even on the ground it's like a red carpet. It looks so cool, it looks so unique, and from my point of view Tesla really nailed it again with another cool feature on their car. And also finally Tesla Model Y really look like a unique vehicle. It has his own personality. It's no more like Tesla Model 3, a little bit taller, right? So now it has his own personality. It's a different car. So yeah, I'm really happy to see that. More information and more details about the car, about lights, interior lights, exterior lights, also technical data and all the information about the car. I will have some separate videos. I will have a series of videos on my channel, review, test drives, light video. Definitely check out those other videos. In this video I want to focus more on driving in the nighttime and also talk a little bit about the headlamps. In the front, as you probably see, this LED light bar, and you can see the new design language from Tesla, which is very similar with Cybertruck and Cybercab. It's basically kind of the same. And on the lower end, this time they move here the LED headlamps, matrix LED adaptive headlamps. They are super powerful. They are much more improved than the previous version. The previous version, I own the car, it's mine, and those one are better. Those one are kind of the same as Tesla Model 3 Highland. I test all the versions and they are more brighter, and the LED lights seems to be more faster when it adapt depending the other cars ahead. So yeah, anyway, I will talk about that in the video. Now this is the card to unlock the car, because we have the launch edition. It comes with a nice animation when you open the door. Look at this. Open the door, you can see this nice animation on the screen, and also the LED light that's changed the colors. Plus we have this light reflector down here on the ground, which kind of signify this launch edition. And then we have some elements which I talk about in the review video. Let's go inside. Now finally we have ambient light inside Tesla Model Y on this new car, and you can change definitely the colors. You have ambient light on the rear, you have also these LED lights here. We still have this gorgeous vanity mirror with LED lights, which look like a 5-star hotel. Anyway, look very cool. And this is the low beam, by the way. I want to focus on headlamps, and I want to focus on ambient and how it's to drive in the nighttime. This is the low beam, by the way, very bright light, and I tell you, it seems to be better than my Tesla Model Y. I tested on the same streets. I have it for 1.5 years, and then I test all the versions. So I have to tell you, this one is a little bit better, also a little bit faster. Even when you activate the high beam, you can see it's work faster, and also seems to have more pixels, right? If that makes sense, more LED pixels, or I don't know how they call it, but it seems to be more bright, more powerful, and better quality, and also a little bit faster when it has to cover the objects and stuff like that. What I like very much inside the Tesla is the fact that you don't have too many buttons, and even the buttons that you have, the light, it's very dimmed down, so that doesn't bother you in the nighttime. Plus you can leave the brightness of the screen all the way low, like we have it down right now, and it didn't bother you in the nighttime, which is good. But you can also make it super bright, depend how you want it. You can kind of adjust and play with it from here. If you want to change the ambient light, you can do it from here. You can turn it off completely. If that bother you, you turn it off, if you want to have it on, if you want to have it on night, only on night, you can have that, or you can put it on and you can also play with brightness. For example, you want ambient light, but you can dim it all the way down and you have just a little bit of slightly ambient light, or you can leave it all the way up. You can change the colors from here, you can customize the colors from here, and once you customize the color, for example, you choose one color, just like let's say green with yellow, and then you press plus and you can save it down here, and you have all these saved colors which you can change it by pressing one button, just like that. Which one do you like it? I don't know, I love this green and I love this blue. It looks so cool. Those two colors, they are so freaking nice. This one, I will leave it this one. And other than that, adaptive headlights, you can also set it up on auto. You can put it on auto. You can turn on adaptive headlights. That means when you're driving, it's kind of adapt depending what you are where you are driving and how you are driving. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about technical data. It makes no sense. This is the long range. It comes with 2 electric motors, one on the front, one on the rear. It makes no sense because I will leave in the description of the video all the technical data. Plus I have a separate video, basically 2 other videos where I explain all the technical data about the car, so check out there. In this video we will just enjoy driving it, right? So yeah, we will enjoy the ambient here. Also, by the way, the car comes with heated steering wheel, by the way, which is warm right now, heated seats, also cooled seats, ventilated seats, and also you have this new ventilation system with swinging air which go around, which is so cool. I will also reset the consumption, or basically I don't need to. Current drive, we can see the consumption on the end of the trip, but I want to reset it because we sit here for a while and then the consumption will be a little bit higher. Anyway, and let's drive it. This is also the nice animation right here which shows you the lights. Press the brake and then yeah, you have to swipe it forward in order to drive forward. The cool thing is that the car have a front camera right now. You can activate it from the steering wheel, and you can see immediately when you activate the camera from the steering wheel and you drive forward, of course it's turning on the forward camera. If you want to have the reverse camera, you just swipe it up and you have the reverse camera. And the cool part is that when you turn on the reverse camera, you can see like a red carpet that follow you in the back. You see that red light reflected on the ground as well. It's so cool, it's so unique. I mean, it's so interesting. You see that, and also on the side and also here. It's really great the way it's projecting on the ground when you go in reverse. Also you can see a little bit of white light as well, but going in front you can see the front camera. Another cool thing is that because we have this enhanced full self-driving, so you have all the full option on the car. You can also park the car. Look at this, it sees all the parking places. So in certain cars you can park only where are other cars, but in Tesla you can park wherever wherever the car see, even if it's the lane, even if it's other cars, doesn't matter. And it's very fast. It's one of the fastest, one of the best self-parking in the world, and I will make a video about that, so definitely check it out. Plus, look at this, you're just driving. I'm driving, yes, driving in a parking lot. Choose one parking spot and then release the acceleration, and once you sit, you just press start, and look at this, look how fast it is, man. It's crazy fast. And it shows you what it will do. It turn on the cameras. You can see the camera, you can see the front camera, the rear camera is doing it so good. I mean, I'm crazy impressed on this system. Look at it, it's like a human, it's like thinking. It's almost an AI. Basically it's almost an AI. It thinks like a normal, like a human. Look at this, and it's parked perfectly. You will see, I trust it. I can stay with my eyes closed for sure, and it will park itself perfectly. Look at this, just amazing. And then I press the brake, and the car I have to go forward, right? So you see the arrow, you don't have to do nothing, you just drive the car. It's just crazy. Now, by the way, I want to set this chill mode, or maybe sport mode, and then recuperation standard or reduced standard, and the steering wheel in light mode. I don't want to give you too many crazy information about technical data because I want you to look at the test drive video in the daytime, because there I go in more details. Now I just want to give you a few info, but not too many. The one info that I want to give you in the nighttime is the fact that we have the stalk here, not like in Model 3. So they definitely added the stalk. The stalk on the left side, it's only one stalk on the left side right here. On the right side we don't have any stalk, so here is no stalk because they have these buttons, for example, for the cameras, and we have buttons here for the lights, so you can turn on, look at this, high beam, low beam, and here down here is the wipers. I'm not going to, or maybe let me turn it on. This is the wipers. But you have a stalk for turning signal. Every time you turn the signal, you can see a camera here if you want to see it. If you don't want to, you can deactivate it, so you can see it like that. And the mirrors, the side mirrors, now on the previous Tesla Model Y, you don't have dimmed. You see, they are monochrome, kind of in the middle. They are made special to not blind you. The cars in the back will not blind you, so there are special mirrors for the nighttime. Really interesting. Yeah, they are. This is another improvement for the nighttime, which is great because sometimes you feel like there are so much light coming from the back, and those are very useful. So that's something that I wish to have. Anyway, this is the low beam. Look at the light. It's bright, it's powerful, it's more than enough. This is the high beam. Man, it's so crazy. It's much better than mine one. It's much more white. The light, it's much whiter, it's much brighter, and I like that. This brightness helps you a lot in the nighttime to see so clear. You can see so clear on the left and right side without any problem. I mean, it's so good. Look at this, and it's so powerful. It goes so much ahead, and of course it works automatically. If you're driving on the completely dark streets, you can turn it on. It's also on automatic. But this is the high beam, this is low beam. Look at this, crazy. And also it goes on the side a lot. So on my Model Y is not like that. This is another reason to upgrade. So I have so many reasons to upgrade to this new Model Y. Now it's all about which version should I get. Now look at this, so powerful. And yeah, of course it's very similar with Tesla Model 3 in terms of ambient inside here. Basically the same screen, same steering wheel, same LED light bars. The difference sits a little bit in the seats, because the seats are a little bit taller than on the Model 3, so you sit a little bit taller, but not big difference. But it is taller because you're not going to stretch your legs too much. You know, in the Model 3 you will stretch your legs a little bit more. Man, look at this, the front camera, it's so useful in the nighttime. You can see where you go, and also in the daytime the new front camera, it's another reason to upgrade to this new one. Again, here we will kind of focus. Look at this, man, it's even illuminate until those buildings in the front. Crazy long, crazy powerful. Oh my god. And it goes even on the side until third floor, I think, third floor, something like that, on those buildings. Oh boy, it's so powerful. And it sits so low, but it's really good. It's really better than the previous one. Great job Tesla. I mean, the headlamps are really good. I'm happy with them. This is a 10 from 10 I will give them for those headlamps. Yeah, other than that, it comes with curve light. That means when you go left and right, it's kind of moving a little bit around in which direction you go, so it's kind of adaptive. Matrix headlamps. I'm not sure if, I hope I can test it, but this city have lights almost on every single street. Suspension have been improved, much better. They are not so noisy. I will deactivate this navigation, we don't need it. The suspension are much better. They are much more silent when you go over the bumps, and not only more silent, but they are also more comfortable, and they are set up to be more dynamic, you know, a little bit, you know, body, it's a little bit stiffer, so they still try to make the car as sporty, dynamic as possible. And this time they nail it, you know. I will explain you exactly in the test drive video what they try to achieve with the car, and what they really achieve with the car, and what they improve and how they improve. And yeah, anyway, this is the way it looks in the nighttime. The screen in the dark, you can see the car with the lights on. It looks so cool. Yeah, it's so nice. The heat system is on, level 1. You see, also we have double glass on the front, on the rear. We have kind of acoustic 360 degrees glass. All the glass are acoustic now, and the sound insulation is also better than the previous version. The seats are better, they are much more comfortable. They are brighter, so it feels brighter. I think almost 1.5 or almost 2 centimeters brighter. Anyway, they are definitely much comfortable. Also the headrest is better positioned. Everything seems to be really well made in terms of comfort, grip on the steering wheel, visibility. It's perfect. And the car, it's also a little bit lower, so it has a lower center of gravity. That also it's improving the stability. So it has also a better downforce on the rear wheels, 27%, that improved the handlings and the stability. And man, the way they set up the suspension, they set it up more comfortable, but they also leave it sporty. So the setup is still sporty. So that means you don't feel like a boat. Before, when I drive my car, it feels a little bit like a boat when you go left, right, when you go in curves. You know, the old Model Y feel a little bit like a boat, a little bit not so stable. This one, oh my god, this one, they try to make it stable. The car, it sits on the ground. It's much more plain on the ground, so it's crazy good in curves this time. Man, they nail. They want to make it fun, and it is fun. It is fun to drive. Oh my god, it's fun to drive. I love it. They did a fantastic job with the car. Look at this. It's planted on the ground. It has much better stability on the road. It feels more like a sporty car, more like a, yeah, it goes in the Porsche direction, man. That's a huge competitor to Taycan. Taycan was a great car to drive, and Model Y was a fantastic car to buy, right? But was not so dynamic before. Didn't have that sporty performance, right? But this time with this new Model Y, oh my god, it's different. It's something else. You have to try it. It's another story now. It has great performance. It sits better in curves, and also it feels better over the bumps. Of course, over big bumps you will still feel a little bit stiffer. They try to make it a little bit stiffer. They make it on purpose a little bit stiffer because they want to achieve this kind of look at this. Now it's activated the headlamps, which they adopt, and they can illuminate the traffic signs and the parts without blinding the other traffic participants. So now they turn off. You see, it's automatically off and on, and it's so powerful. It's so good. Look at this. It's working automatically, and then it's dimming down slowly when it sees the lights here. Yeah, I don't want to talk about performance and stuff like that in this video. I really want you to look at the test drive video, because I give you so many information there. You will be amazed of this car, what this car can do. It's a really phenomenal car. Yeah, this is the speed limit warning. You can deactivate it very simple by tapping this speed here. Yeah, it's great. It's a great ambient. It's also much more silent in the cabin. You don't hear any more noise from the suspension. They are really good. I go over big bumps and they are quite silent. That's a big improvement. And also they are much more comfortable over small, medium bumps, and even, yeah, bigger ones. But over the big one, as I said, it still feel a little bit stiffer, because they still wanna have a sportier feeling. Because, you know, when you make the suspension too much comfortable, then the car is starting to move around, you know, like a boat, and doesn't have such a good stability. And they somehow have to set up the suspension in order to give you also very good dynamics, but also some comfort. And I think this is what they want to achieve. They want to achieve a car where you have also good suspension. You can see when you go over the bumps, they are good. They are pleasant over the bumps, not incredible comfortable, but pleasant over the bump, but phenomenal dynamics. So they try to go to achieve what Tesla Model 3 have. Tesla Model 3, it's a phenomenal sporty dynamic car, amazing handlings and curves, and so I love that car. I mean, it's perfect. And they came on this Model Y with the same performance and the same feeling, and I'm definitely enjoy driving the car. And man, I don't know, I'm really thinking of upgrading to this new Model Y for myself, right? So yeah, for the moment I don't find other car better for me personally than this one. I think it fit with me perfectly. Look at this, over big bumps. Now hear this out. You see, you feel that suspension a little bit stiffer, but it sounds much better. It feels much more solid than the previous version. So here it's where they improve. Here it's definitely where they improve the car. I don't think you want to do that with me, man. Not with this Tesla. I have the all-wheel drive with acceleration boost. I don't think you want to do that. Anyway, yeah, and by the way, this special edition have also the acceleration boost as an extra. Man, I like this stalk. By the way, the stalk is fantastic. It's special for turning signal. I think it's it's the first stalk in the world that's only for the turning signal. Maybe it was on the old cars, but I think it's the only modern car with the turning signal. What this guy wanna do? Let me go in. Anyway, the thing is that what I like about this stalk in comparison with other stalks and also from the previous Model Y is the fact that when you turn the signal, let me show you. You turn the signal right, you do right, people will know, and when you want to stop it, you go down, and it's, look at this, and you go one more time, it's like going, one more time it's stop, you go, one more time it's stop, you go, one more time it's stop. On the other cars it's just doesn't want to stop, right? But here it's kind of stop. This is something that I like. I mean, I like that they look at this, stop, go, stop. That's fantastic. The fact that it wanna stop when you move it one more time, which is great. And again, I'm really enjoying drive the car. It's so easy to drive. It's the same easy as on the previous version. The thing is, now they changed the brake system and the regenerative brake. Now the pedal is no more connected like before to the brakes. It's a little bit different. So it's kind of an electronic part. It feels different when you brake right now, and also you have an extra feature if you don't want to have such a powerful regenerative brake when you release the acceleration. You see, it's crazy powerful in standard mode. You can also choose to have the reduced regenerative brake, and when you choose the reduced regenerative brake, it's rolling much more. And this is something that Tesla really need to bring on the car, a little bit of rolling, and probably another option in the future where the car is just rolling completely without any recuperation. That will be also a great feature. But for the moment, I think it's really good the way they add this new option. Now, regarding driving, it's much better, and also what I feel, it's like the car, it's built in general is much better. The pedal feeling, the brake feeling, the regenerative brake feeling, also the steering have been improved. So now it's a different ratio. Before it has a different feeling than now. Now it has a different feeling. So it feels much more, I don't know, much more pleasant. It has a little bit more delay. Before was a little bit more direct. Now it has a little bit more delay, so it's kind of coming close to the other car manufacturers, like old brand German brands, because Tesla usually uses with direct steering, like when you're turning, you feel directly the wheels, you are like connected to the wheels, so you turn immediately, 1 millimeter move and it's moving. And now it's kind of a little bit of delay. It's hard to explain. You have to feel it in order to understand it better, but it has a little bit, so the ratio to the steer has been changed, and it's kind of complicated to explain you that. Turning circle remain kind of the same. I think it's slightly better, a little bit better seems to be for me. Also, another thing that I noticed when I park the car home in my garage, and I have a super tight space, I noticed that I can park this new Model Y better, easier than the old Model Y. It seems to have a little bit more space, which is pretty impressive, because this one it's 3 centimeters longer, but I think it's more compact in terms of design. And yeah, I think they improved the aerodynamic in such a way that they kind of make it more compact, and it sits a little bit lower also. That will improve the aerodynamic a little bit. So yeah, a lot of improvements have been made to the car. I really enjoy to drive it. Yeah, and I never can get enough of it. That's a good sign, right? So again, over those bumps, I like the headlamps much more than on mine. Now we can go also ahead a little bit to show you the headlamps now, to test it. There is super dark. You can see the low beam. This is the high beam. High beam, low beam. It's powerful. It's really powerful. Look at this. This is it. High, low beam, high beam. Super cool. Look at this in completely dark. It make days. Oh boy, it's so powerful. It's really powerful. It's great light. Yeah, the turning circle seems to be a little bit better. I feel like I can turn a little bit more the steering wheel than my previous Model Y. But I feel now I don't have that super direct feeling to the wheel. I have a little bit of delay. So it's coming close to what we have from the German car manufacturers, like premium German car manufacturers. So not sure what they try to achieve with that. Probably a better handlings at high speeds, better curve and feeling. Now again, you're driving in the parking lot in the night time. It's like completely night, and the car, even in the night, look at this, it doesn't have even more light. It's just from that panel, the light, and it sees the parking lots. And look at this, you can choose whichever parking lot you want. Even if I choose the one from front there, you want to choose that? Let me choose one hard. This one is hard because we have also that thing in the front. So look at this, it goes in the front. Let's see. No, it didn't see this, or it sees. I'm scared. I didn't want to leave it because this thing, it's super. Yeah, this one, this traffic sign, it's very dangerous because the camera cannot see it. It's the same color as the. I'm not sure if he saw it or not, but I'm not going to risk that. Let me choose another parking lot. Let me choose one. Yeah, here, around here. Let me choose this one, the second one, or maybe yeah, this one. And let me see. If it was day, probably I will leave it, but I'm a little bit scared anyway. It's quite dark here. So you can see the car, it's go, and it's going to park there. And there it's also a big he saw it. He saw it. It's great. And it's just parking. Look at this. It's so cool, man. I mean, this self-parking, it's one of the best for sure. One of the best in the industry. I think it was parked also there, but I was scared. I don't want to scratch the car. So consumption, a little bit higher, probably because we sit before with the climatic system 296, and also the climatic system it's on, heating it's on, and so on. So yeah, that was the video. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get some useful information from here. Yeah, this is the interior, and this is the ambient light, and that was the drive. From my point of view, I think it's more than perfect. You don't need more than that. You can turn on this, or maybe forget about it. Yeah, anyway, from my point of view, I think the headlamps are just perfect. I don't think you need more than that. Look at this, those are the headlamps. Is the high beam. I mean, it's perfect, and it's also, they are adaptive. They are more than enough. On my car, they are good. Those one are very good. I mean, on the previous Model Y. Also ambient light, it's pleasant, it's nice. I don't think you need more than what this car have already, and it's very pleasant to drive it also in the nighttime. So it deserved the upgrade. I would say yes, only for the lights, the ambient lights and the headlamps and the tail lights. I think yes, deserve the upgrade from my point of view. But yeah, anyway guys, check out the other videos to get more information, like the test drive video. I talk a lot about so many information. In this video I didn't cover just 10%, maybe 5 to 10%, but I have so many things to talk about. Review video as well, I told you I will speak there about all the improvements and stuff like that, so definitely check out those videos as well. I hope the video was useful. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Stay safe, stay close, and we see you soon in the next one. And by the way, if you want to buy a Tesla, no matter which model, you need a referral code. I will leave it in the description of the video. I will leave it on the screen. You can use mine, and depending which country you are, you can get some discounts. For example, in United States, I think it's around $1,000. In Europe, 500 euro, and you get also free supercharger and stuff like that. So yeah, it's always changing. Definitely check it out. And if you need help, definitely write me in the comment section. I will help you with pleasure, or write me an email as well. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, and see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.